see what kind of music I was going to put on here. I took a little bit of a longer nap than I thought, so it is what it is. But let's play around with this guy. I went ahead and I had logged out in Razor Hill, and I wasn't sure if I was going to keep messing around with this guy, but I decided to go out of town. We're killing some of the lower level ones, and this actually goes kind of quicker because I don't take much damage and I don't waste a lot of mana doing it. So I can kill like 2 of these guys in the time frame I kill one corrupted modeled boar or one of these elders out here. There's some of these boars out here that are closer to my level, but actually these guys are, I burn through them pretty quick, so I think either way I'm good. So even though they're green to me and I only get like 80 to 100 XP, it still goes pretty decent. So let's see how, like I'll get these 2 guys here and then we'll get this one, and you can see what I'm talking about. If I remember right, it's so like level 12 I get that bear quest, and then I don't think I get cat form till what is it, like 16? I thought it was 12, but it's later. It's bear form first and then cat form later. So it's essentially 160 XP in the same time frame it takes me to kill like one of these other guys. See, what I was doing was I was rooting them and then kind of burning through some more mana. See? So if I did one of those little XP per hour mods or something to kind of keep track of what I'm doing, I think I'd be just as fine killing these lower levels than the ones closer to my level. You want to find that balance between how much damage you take and how much mana you burn through, so you're not, I don't like to like rest and constantly drink, you know, and have food and water on me and all that shit. Remember, and this is, again, play styles and how people play a game. This is what works for me. It may not work for you, is my point. We're chilling out here in Dortar, killing boars. It's raining, listening to some lo-fi. There's people like my wife that this is stupid, and there's going to be people out there that would never do it. But for those of you who know and get it, this is your happy place. This is your life. Man, this is, again, people who get into that chill kill mode of a game, this is it. This is exactly what I'm talking about. There ain't nobody else out here bothering me. There's no stupid shit going on. I don't have a care in the world. I'm just out here killing some fucking boars. I can't tell you how much this is the kind of thing I look for in a game a lot of times. This is the stuff that I think Blizzard never really understands. I can't say never. This is what they understood maybe early on in Warcraft, when they built it. Let's get away from this guy. I don't want to pull him. It's maybe one of those things, if you know, you know kind of thing. I was going to buff him, but he's a fellow druid. See, there's not many of these corrupted boars out here anyway, so I needed to figure out something to keep leveling, and this is it. So I'm perfectly fine killing the regular boars or these elder ones. They got that charge. Okay. So actually, I'm not going to be that interested in the corrupteds because of that, like charge right there. That whoops, I hit the wrong button. Like they're going to do more damage to me and make me spend more mana healing myself and more downtime. And I think I'm still better off staying at or below my level, just to kind of keep the flow going. Yeah, see, I still think I'm better with the other ones because also look at what I got out here. I got the raptors and I got the scorpids. There's a nice cluster of those regular boars over here that's much better to go through. I'm going to see if this guy now. See if he looted this. I'll probably do this for a little bit, just because I feel like it, and then I'll switch to that warrior. I want to work on her some more. She will probably be a main character for a while. And it should be quieter in here. I turned on the air conditioner and opened my window. It's humid outside, so I'm kind of seeing how it feels. But it's like 70 degrees out. We're getting to that time of year where it's going to be nicer. When I did one of my maintenances the other night, it's just really nice. It was a really nice night. I think the humidity was only like maybe 50 or 60%. When I say only, I mean like that's good for us. And so it was kind of a nice night working on that. We were upgrading a node, changing it out to a newer node. Because like I said, I work for a cable company, and the fiber can I was working on was just nasty, old, and just crappy, and that kind of sucked. But overall, everything else went pretty good. But it was a nice night, and I definitely like working at night in those situations too. Not too many cars were passing by. Nobody was nobody was out there. It was great. But I don't even have a fan going or nothing, so you can see how it's just nice and just quiet in here. When I need to remember, I need to log in my other account and get rid of this meat. This meat's going to be a problem. I'm going to need to figure out what I'm going to do with that. So I can definitely level up some cook for other characters, because this is I think this is one of the first ones you get is doing the boar meat. So this guy alone can help level cooking for probably 4 or 5 characters. Yeah, there's definitely a good cluster of boars out here to work with. I didn't take much of a nap. That was a sleep. I had some pizza for dinner, and I was working, doing this thing earlier. Just fucking falling asleep. I thought I would sleep for maybe an hour or two. No. I slept for what, 5 hours, 6 hours? It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. It's crazy. So, well, I guess I'm awake now. I guess I'll get back to what I was doing. The other thing I had done this week, besides work, is I did hop on a few times to just kind of go farm some ore. I did it on both my night elf hunter and my goblin mage. The goblin mage did better. The goblin starting area, even though it's kind of sparse, where is it? You know, it's kind of sparse, but you have a few little underground mine areas right here, and then this one. And I was just kind of doing this route where I would go into the mines. I would loop in here, go around the outside. And it's just nobody else was mining, so it ended up kind of working out decently that I would, because if I would go to Elwyn Forest, where you'd have more mining nodes, but there was just more people, and if I did a circuit around Elwyn, I turned it off. Can't see it. But if I was going around Elwyn, I mean, I just wasn't getting shit. I was doing better on the goblin. But I did some on my hunter as well. And what I did is I traded ore to the hunter and let him smelt it to level him up. The goblin can do 10. My hunter can do 10. And then the warrior I'm going to be working on next can do 10. That's kind of the point, is trying to, not only are you leveling up your character, you know, to their levels, but you want to keep focusing on your professions too and not forget about them. So, see, this guy did cooking and fishing. I got to make sure that I, now that I'm level 10, I can upgrade that. So I came from the south side of this road. Now I'm going to do the north side of the road. And see, I got a good cluster of boars. I appreciate that guy going up there. See, they're smart. Instead of fighting me with these ones, they just went to another spot. They're probably doing the boar meat quest for cooking. And I can't trade with them because they're a hardcore player. The hardcore players on this server have that title that says still alive on them. That's how you know they're hardcore players. So I'll kind of burn through this level, eat up that rested XP, and then I'll probably go back up north. I'll go this way. I think that guy's still up there. Yeah. I was going to stay on this side, but it's mostly the razor mains. That guy, he's already done Wailing Caverns. That's that off of what's his name? The turtle in Wailing Caverns. Kresh or whatever the hell it was. guy real quick and then head back the other way. This might be a good time to farm some more ore, maybe. I'm doing pretty good with it. I got a lot, but I'm also thinking ahead to where when I start upgrading to bronze, I'm going to need a lot of tin too, and I'm going to need a lot of copper. I'm not going to want to keep flip-flopping back and forth. You know, I want to be able to focus on getting the tin to make the bronze to level up the blacksmithing. And it's going to be a source of income, of money. Because people like this guy right here are going to need the money to get the upgrades. He's not going to be able to sustain himself just killing boars. There's just no way. So in order to make money, if I didn't have any other characters doing anything, this guy would be kind of forced to do other things just to get the money to be able to buy his skills and whatnot. And you know, I'm not aware of how the economy is on this server with like leatherworking, making that stuff. It may be great for all I know, but I'm not sure. I would imagine early on it's not that great. Like, I don't think I can make a bunch of money off of light armor kits, is my point. I doubt it. I've played this game enough that even with it being Turtle WoW, a different aspect of Classic, even with that, there's still a general way that the market kind of flows that I don't see leatherworking being something major that every other character is just like going gaga over what I can make and paying top dollar. Because again, just look at how much light leather is going for. They're like 50 copper each was last time I checked. Let me heal myself before I start ignoring what the hell I'm doing. So I just don't expect the leatherworking to be that major of a gold maker that I can sell my goods to be able to pay for my skills and upgrade my character, is what I'm saying. There we go. I think my rested XP is already gone, right? Pretty sure it is. I definitely want to make a point to always keep that rested XP going and utilize the tents outside Orgrimmar. All this guy's doing is killing. I want the max XP I can get. See, because that was only 100 for a level 11. I know damn well it's usually 200. So we'll kill some guys on the way back. Plus our bags are basically full too, so. Whoops. I didn't want to do that twice. It's all right. Yeah, because at this point you're having to kill twice as many boars. No thanks. It's already rough enough as it is to be doing this challenge. So you definitely want to take full advantage of those tents. If they didn't have the tents, then what I would likely do is just as a hardcore player. But let me talk about something that's obviously happening right here that we're seeing. How many times in retail WoW, if anybody actually watches these videos, which I doubt, I don't really care. I just do this for my own. It's for me, like if later on in my life I'm looking back, oh yeah, what was I doing during this time? I got some videos. I was playing Warcraft, or I was doing Magic the Gathering cards, which all that shit behind me is all those cards. Or Overwatch. I did Overwatch for a while where I was getting pretty good at sniper. Instead of talking over the fucking music, let me just mute it. But here's the difference between retail WoW and classic WoW players and private server players. You see how that person just mentioned is like, man, I can't buff you. How many times do you even see it in retail WoW where people even do any of that stuff and interact in that way? They just don't. Retail WoW is much different. It's definitely more solo, and everybody's pretty much just out for themselves. The community is broken. There's just nothing there in retail WoW, and I noticed that change pretty much. I would say it really went that way for me. I think when you started doing Warlords of Draenor and the garrisons and all that, yeah, good concept. I actually liked the concept, but it did more damage to the community than I think anybody could actually have ever thought was possible. Because what it did is it really puts you in a spot where the player just was even more and more self-sufficient and can do their own things, and they didn't have to rely on anybody else. And you came out with more classes that filled more roles. You had all these different things that you can do. The balance of the game just kind of started losing its soul. It started losing its community, and started losing the necessity to rely on other people. Panda still had it, but we're starting to decline at that point too. But that wasn't the problem. When you were able to do like looking for group stuff, and you joined whoever, and there was no sense of feeling like you had to do, and you weren't. I'm trying to think of the proper words without screwing this up, because that's what I noticed the game really truly shift was around that time. You just didn't really need anybody, and if you ever joined, you went to like looking for group or looking for raid, you could be a complete screw up, just smash your fucking face against a keyboard and you still win, because everything was so dumbed down. And so with classic, you can't do that. You just can't. You need people. If you're going to do anything, you need people. I group more with people in classic in a week than I would ever do in retail in months. I'm really looking for something to throw out so I can keep, because I think these are worth more. But I think I'm just going to move on. I really would like to skin too. So I guess just throw out this other one and grab this one so I can skin. But I mean, nobody to take my word for it. There's so many videos about this stuff. There's been so much talk about it. It's plain and simple. It's community. Once you start losing your community and the soul of the game, no matter how good the game is, the game could look pretty, it could be awesome. But if you ain't got no community and if people don't need each other and don't work together to achieve a goal, then the game doesn't last. People will play it for like a month or two. It'll be great, and then they're done. And that's exactly what happens with every expansion of Warcraft since like Warlords of Draenor. Simple as that. You can have a great story. You know, I've liked the expansions. I really liked War Within. I do like it. I don't play it because there's no sense of I don't feel like the urge to play the game because I don't feel like I'm missing anything. I went on that merry-go-round and played it for a little bit, and it's like, all right, cool. You know, I rode that ride. It's done. I'm just not interested. I would rather log into a fucking private server and kill boars on this guy. Do you know why? Because of stuff like this. I see someone passing by me, I throw them a buff. Do you know how many people I've passed in retail and didn't give a flying fuck? Didn't give a shit, and they didn't give a shit about me. But I will interact with more people here on this private server in 10 to 20 minutes than I do in months in retail. Because everybody here, we need each other. Those buffs help. Everything helps. And we constantly, you know, I don't like, and this is just a personal preference, I don't really like the bullshit in world chat because there's always trolls, there's always toxicity. You're not going to get rid of it because you're going to have idiots out there that want attention. And they get it because they just throw out a little fucking troll bomb and everybody eats it up and starts talking about whatever it is. And it's just a distraction. So I don't really do like the world chat stuff. But, you know, I'm sure at some point I'll probably join a guild and maybe there's other people that kill boars that are doing that challenge. I don't really know how many people are doing it. But, you know, for me personally, I'm not as worried about that stuff because of my work and what I'm doing in my own life. I'm not as, I am still pretty much a solo player, but I would much rather solo play classic and Turtle WoW and Classic Plus style stuff than retail any day. I would log into retail, War Within, and even though again I enjoyed it, there'd be sometimes I'd log in and there's just so much different things to do, and I'm just like, man, I'm just kind of like just not into it. You know, I just don't really feel like doing it. So I just sold all that stuff, and I could have killed some more boars and shit. But I want to log into the other account and trade some of this meat, and I can figure out how to burn through that with. So let me get under the tent. Let me fix my thing that's already starting to act up. I still have no idea why it does what it does. Let's see. Not saying this window is all that exciting. Yeah, 40 minutes in, and that's about right. Let me get the other account up. See how much room I have on this dude. And it'll be, I got a bag. I think I got another bag I can give this guy. Yeah, because he needs some. Yeah, he's pretty full there. She. Why is it doing that? Huh. There it goes. No, it still hasn't. It's not getting rid of my little window thing that says it's sharing. All right. I got the other account up. I'm pretty sure this guy has a bag. I can give him her. And then somebody else has 2 more bags. Wasn't it my mage? I think my mage has 2 bags. But he's over on that island. I was going to farm. I can always mail that shit out, I guess. So that's the point I was making earlier, is that there's a community here and there's a sense of need and belonging that is just not there in retail. WoW. It's, you well, again, you say what you want. I log into this stuff. It's just a different feel. Hardcore is an absolutely different feel. And I did like hardcore classic WoW that Blizzard did. And, it's still there. But if you don't do fresh servers, after a while, it does get kind of stale, because that economy gets to a point where there's going to be people out there that have been there since 2019 for 5 years or more. And there's just so much money going around that a newer player may get less assistance or be less involved with things, I guess. When you kind of get on an old server, you kind of do get a little bit lost in the crowd, because a lot of people, there's already hardcore players that may have done Nax, at that point. And so it becomes kind of like a been there, done that thing. But when on a newer server, nobody's done Nax on that server yet, so it's still a different feel. That's why new servers are nice for that. And maybe you might want to play on an older server just for the fact that you can go out and mine ore, and the ore is worth fucking 20 gold or some shit instead of 20 silver, so to each his own, I guess. But it's if you get it, you get it. There's a feel to the game. And I would much rather deal with this server that could potentially just be shut down tomorrow, for all I know, because it's a private server. I would still rather spend my time and effort on this than in retail. So I think I'll leave it at that. I know I'm going to be getting more. Yeah, hang on. Before I forget, let's upgrade our cooking and fishing. And maybe I'll do leather working. Maybe not. But I look around these towns, Stormwind, Orgrimmar, whatever characters I'm on, whatever I'm doing. It's a different feel. It's just the best way I can explain it. Retail is a better game overall. There's so much more to do. There's just a lot more activities, a lot more things to do. but it doesn't have the staying power. You're not going to sit there and play retail for years and feel a sense of it just doesn't feel the same for me, at least. I think other people do agree. I think there's been plenty of videos about it, that everybody always comes back to classic. It's a different feel. The fishing thing, and I know the fishing thing's over here, so. But I literally just walked by the damn cooking. That must have been upstairs, above that bag vendor guy. Yeah, I would still rather just play this. You know, it's funny. I kind of just thought of it. It just kind of popped in my head. God, that sucks. That was 5 silver. It's like, let's say like Blizzard actually pays the fuck attention to what people are saying and goes, oh, okay, yeah, so they like buffing each other. And then you have NPCs in the fucking cities where you walk in and the NPC buffs you. Oh, that's nice. And then it's like, well, yeah, but that's not the same, but it is. You're like, yeah, you're getting buffs. You want people to log into a game and work together to achieve a common goal. And as players feel like they're needed, like, oh, they need paladins. Let's level a paladin, or let's level a shaman, or whatever, if you're horde or alliance. People level things because they're trying to fulfill a need. Why the hell would anybody in their right mind be a healer? Like, healers are almost always blamed for shit. When your raid group dies, or your damn, dude, that took all my fucking money. Like, I can't even do these. There's a fire here. I can at least cook up. This may or may not get me to 80. Okay, I got 2 right away. 3, really? All right. So the point I was saying about like why would anybody be a healer when typically you don't have much control over what's going on, whether your tank screws up or your DPS are screwing up, and then you just get blamed for anything, for people dying anyways, and you're like, dude, I'm healing the fuck out of that guy. He's sitting in fire. That's his fault. That was him. But I mean, why would anybody be a healer? Why wouldn't if everybody had a choice and you really didn't need healers, everybody would be a fucking Chad DPS, like a mage or something, and trying to top the meters all the time. And the thing is that just like a football team, not only do you need a quarterback and a running back and wide receivers, but you also need your front line. You need your offensive linemen, and there's also your special teams, your punters, you got your kickers and all that. So there's people that play different roles on your team. Same thing with this. And what you end up, it turned gray. So at that point, it's not worth it. All right. So we got to 85, but we can fish up some of those and work on that later. But that's why people are healers. They are doing that to fill a need. So, and then you have a sense of belonging, and then you're helping your team reach a goal. in retail, wow, there's no sense of that team because everything is, again, you just do a looking for group thing or whatever, and you join these people and you never see them again. You don't have to build any kind of camaraderie or rapport with anybody. You don't even have to be in a guild. And even though I've been in guilds in retail, I can't even tell you the last one I even remembered of who I was even talking to or who I was with. I remember Wrath Classic. I remember who I was with because I had to work with those people, and we actually did the raiding. We did the fuck was that? We did Nax Wrath, which was different than vanilla Nax. The hell was that other raid? The one with Flame Leviathan in the beginning. I forgot the name of it. I've done it so many times. Jesus Christ, Jim. Let me make my light leather. God damn. What the hell was the name of that damn raid? Jesus. Anyway. But I remember working with those people and being a part of that group. I can't tell you anybody I remember in retail in the last damn fucking almost 10 years. Because there was no sense of building a rapport with anybody or a group or working with somebody and doing. I don't even recall. Did I even raid in Warlords of Draenor? I think the last raid I did in retail was the dragon. That wasn't. Yeah, that was Panda. That was the Panda expansion. I might have screwed around and done some of the other raid. No, I think those were all looking for group, looking for raid. I don't think I was in a guild doing those raids. So I don't recall guild raiding with anybody, with an actual group, like it's the same people since Panda. And that's like what? That's like 2012, 2013 timeframe. I think it was 2012. Here, let's okay, not bad. We'll keep that because it does buff me. And let's give you this shit. Okay. Oh. I don't think I need these stingers for any thing. Trying to clean up my bank a little bit. I don't have an auto deal here where I can clean things up, so probably give him the fish. Yeah. Yeah, my bank is full of boar meat, so I can level up cooking on other characters with that. Is there anything else? He's got the ore. That guy's got ore. Yeah, I think we're good. Okay. All right, bags look much better. And then the next thing would be to burn through some of this leather. Okay, those are leveled up. I'm missing first aid, but I'm not getting any linen. I don't know who I'm farming linen on. All right, so what's next? Guess I can make some of these vests and sell them. Let me see how they're looking on the auction house to sell. That would be maybe a way to make some money for this character instead of doing it on someone else. What was it again? Vest. What level was it? 7. Okay. So let's look like under 10. See, they have this one they're trying to sell for $250, but they flooded the auction house on it. These aren't going to sell. $850 a piece. I don't think those are going to sell either. Why is it not doing the level range right? Okay. Yeah. Interesting. So that must be why are they doing that? I really don't see that stuff selling, man. So maybe what I would sell mine for is closer to this 850 to maybe 7 silver range, because the material you need for it is a 8 light leather. That's about 4 silver worth of leather. Even less. It's 30 copper a piece right now. So that's 2.4 silver worth of light leather. And then you got the thread too. So I can get my money back easy just by simply selling the vests for about 4 silver. Easy. Or else I'm better off selling the leather. But I want to level up my leather working, so I can burn through making some of these. The problem is going to be the bag space. So I got to think if there's a bank alt that I want to hold them on to sell. And again, I'm somebody, I don't flood markets. I want to sell a little bit at a time. And yeah, he's not going to be able to have much room for them. So the other guy, the one that had the meat, had some bag space, I could put these chests on, so I could do that. But I'm low enough on my silver that I got to be careful how much thread I'm really getting, because I need 4 thread each. Who sells the thread? I think the leather person is in this hallway place over here. Yeah, either one of these. There should be people in here that'll sell that coarse thread. Okay. It's 10 copper a piece, so I can buy 16 threads with the money I have right now. So that's a start. Okay. Yeah, if I had more of the light hides, I'd make those cured light hides. So I think at 50, I can go to the next level of leatherworking, but I just don't have the money. Let me see how much the deposit is. And another thing I do with the auction house is I tend to do short sales, so I don't do stuff long term. Unless it's something that I feel is going to take a while to sell. Like maybe like a big item, you know, something that's worth a lot of gold. So 850. I was saying I could break even at 4. Let's see how much the deposit is. 36. Yeah, see, it's just enough that I can't do it. I don't think I have anything else I want to sell. But like I would probably do something like this and maybe do like $6.99 is probably what I would end up doing. That way I make a little bit of profit. I'll log into the other account and see who's got what for bag space and a little bit of money to do the auction and get this guy some money because I'm going to need it for next level anyways for my skills. All right, I'm going to check you first. What do we got? Jack and crap. All right. What about this guy? Okay. You can do it, and you have a bag. Okay. I think the plan was for this guy to add a bank slot because he's pretty full. But he's also holding on to the green, like I got some weapons and shit and recipes. All right, what do we want to do? I'll give you the bag and some money. And then go with the other one. And I'll give you a little bit of money. Okay. I'm going to do the auction on my bank alt. And they just need one more bag. And they'll be good. All right. 488. 699. We're going to do a short sale. We'll see how they do. And I got 2 more vests to sell. But now I can also upgrade my leather working and even make some more of those chest pieces. So we'll get that out of the way and decide what we're going to do next. So what can Blizzard do to fix their game? I think it's simple, but I don't think they get it. You have to keep in mind that you want players to log into a game and work together for common goals. And you want it to where the players need each other. Retail WoW people don't need each other. They just don't. It's too much. There's too much of that disconnect. Like I was saying, that really started with Warlords of Draenor, is where I feel like it really truly started to happen. Why don't I see? Oh, you're not It's this guy, I guess. There it is. All right, so we got that. I don't know what the market is on these quivers. But I guess I'll make more of those chests. So let me get some more of the thread. We'll do probably that. Yeah, see, the thing is their current systems and the state of the game with, you know, so many different classes across different races and all this shit. And basically you're making everybody essentially like a hybrid, you know. You know, they did that crap in the season of Discovery. I messed around with it. I kind of liked it. But again, when you got to the end of it all, it's like you're having different, you know, you're having your mage heal and a rogue tank and all this shit. And it's like, that's the problem is, and it's interesting. It's like a roller coaster ride that you try out. Man, that ride, look at all the loop-de-loops. It looks kind of cool. You ride it. Okay, I'm done. That's essentially what Warcraft has become over the years. It's just a fucking roller coaster ride that once you've done it, you've done it. Classic is not a roller coaster ride. Classic is Classic is a remote island that in order to survive, you need certain people who can climb the trees and get the coconuts for food, certain people who are good at handling the ocean currents and can get fish or other wildlife or whatever for eating or for food. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like a survival thing. If you want to play this game and you want to survive, you need people filling roles and you need to work together for your common goal. And so they're better off just saying screw the game and just build something new from the ground up and keep it like that with the classic feel. Warcraft 2 kind of a thing. I think that's the only way they can actually truly get people back involved in this stuff. Because the current state of the game, it's just, there's just no way. They would have to undo so much. And I don't see it where they can salvage it. They've lost the soul of the game. They've lost the whole reason that people even played it in the first place. When I first played Warcraft, I was at a point in my life where my work, I had my main job and I had a side work. I worked on computers and wireless networks and whatnot in people's homes. And when that all dried up, and it was during a part of it, it was during a time too where I wasn't even working that much overtime, hardly. You know, I would average 45, 50-hour weeks back then. Plus, on top of that, fixing people's computers on the sides. You know, I did a lot of work, but I enjoyed it and I made good money doing it. But when that stuff all dried up, you know, I was definitely like getting bored where I'm like looking like, what's the next thing for me? You know? And if I remember right at the time, I think me and my wife were separated too. I do believe that was the case. Yeah, because I was doing side work. I don't think I had a roommate or anybody. There was a time where I had a friend of mine was a roommate, and I had two different roommates, two different times. But I think I was living alone and not working as much, if I recall. And when I heard about, you know, everybody's, you know, all the guys that I've done, what the hell's going on? You know, my brother and his friends, we would do like LAN parties and stuff, and they were all playing Warcraft. I was like, yeah, I'll check it out. And like, I wasn't there at launch day. I was like 2 or 3 weeks behind everybody. But man, I bit hard. And we had no clue what the hell we were doing. Like, we were idiots back then. But I remember names, I remember people, I remember things from back then. I just cannot tell you a name of anybody that I recall or remember that I've done stuff with in probably the last 10 years of Warcraft. I just can't. Because it was LFG, LFR, it was just whatever. There was no, there's just nobody. So, all right. Okay, one of the chests already sold, so I'm going to put another two up because I just made these. How quickly does that? Damn, that auction stuff comes through pretty quick. So that was a quick 7 silver off of roughly 3.5 or so, 3 silver worth of materials. And I'm leveling up my leather working. Why did it not? Yeah, let's do it. Okay. I'm going to leave her there. Okay. So I think I'm good where I'm at. The bank is decent, not overloaded with leather or meat. Let me think for a moment and sit under a tent while I'm figuring out what I want to do. Yeah, having that window open is working. I thought with the humidity it might be a little rough, but it feels fine. And I'm not sneezing or having any issues with. There's still around this time of year, there's some stuff growing and some pollen that usually affects my sinuses a little bit, but it doesn't last too terribly long. So I think we're okay. Yeah, it's 2 tents. I thought that would start going up quicker. So as long as these tents are up, I can probably be done with this in about 5 minutes. Get me at least a full level. And then we'll see what we do next. If I want to hop on my warrior or not. I don't know. It's just again, it's like a mood thing. I just kind of get a feel for what I really kind of want to do. And, you know, because sometimes maybe I want to be on my alliance character or something doing some quests. But for whatever reason, I've been screwing around on this guy and because sometimes I only have maybe 30 minutes or so to do something. So at times, like during lunch, I come home for lunch and I'll be like, hey, let me go run around and grab some ore, That's been working out pretty decent this week because my sleep schedule, and everything's been so out of whack. That's about all I can do is just maybe hop on for a little bit, and that's what I would end up doing is just farm a little bit of something. Because if I'm pretty busy with work, the last thing I want to do is hop onto a game and work, on something like join a fucking raid and be involved in that for like 2 hours. Like this is for me to relax, not to. That's why I haven't really done a whole lot of raiding in the last several years. Because ever since I've been at the job I'm at, which has been over 8 years now, I've been pretty much on call all the time. And so it has been difficult for me to do the raiding stuff. And like I said, I did Classic WoW and I did Wrath. And what I've noticed is that there were times it was difficult to do that because you could literally log in and be ready to go, and then I get called out for a fiber cut or something. Not that it happened all the time, but it happened enough that I was kind of like, man, I'm really not. I don't have that freedom to just say, you know what, that fiber cut's gonna have to wait. We're killing a boss right now, So it's just the nature of my job and the responsibilities I have that makes it difficult to do that stuff. So I need to be able to log in and log out at my discretion. So I hardly even do dungeons with people. All right, so arrested is in the next level. So what do I want to do? Do I want to keep killing boars, or do I want to actually work on my warrior? Because it's the next level that I could get my my bear form. Kind of would like to do that. I do need to turn up, if I'm going to have the window open, I want to turn up my air filter thing. Shit. sure how loud that fan is on the microphone, but because it is behind the monitor, it might be all right, but maybe not. All right, so I think we were probably a good quarter of a way into the next level on this rested, so I think I'm good with that. I'm going to kill a few more boars and see how I'm feeling. Are we already doing that? Turn my music back on. Just feel like fucking with him. Killing stuff because the airship's not here yet. Yeah, because he skins too. It's a weird spot for some earth root. Oh, he's drinking my food too. Might as well use it. Slept. Right. My wife's heading to her job at Kroger. She starts at like 4 in the morning because she works in the bakery. But she likes it. It's tough kind of waking up that early, but she likes the job, which is great. That's what I've always wanted for her, was to her to have something that she enjoys. She started off in the deli, which she had to get her foot in the door, and then she made her way to the bakery. She proved that she can decorate and do things that they need. And hey, look, she's fulfilling a need and fulfilling a role. Isn't that interesting? Were we talking about that earlier? People like a sense of belonging. They like that. That's the thing I enjoy about my job. I like working on the stuff I work on, and I know they need me, and I know I provide an important. I have important skills, and I hear a cat. Is that a cat or somebody?
Where is he?
Oh.
Is that a cat?
I thought I heard something meow.
Oh, she goes, wow.
Oh, okay, all right.
I was like, it's 4 o'clock. She goes, wow.
Yeah, she's something else. Some of those guys are pretty low. I think I'm going to skip them. It shouldn't matter. I mean, it's... I can hit them with my stick. Lower level out here. Gonna give them thorns, but it's fine. Grab this guy real quick and then head back toward town. Kill another like 30 boars roughly. They're more on this side. I don't know, I still feel like I'd rather stick with the higher level ones than these guys. Like I'm fine just poking at with my stick some of these dudes, and then going after the higher level ones. Alright, I can probably that corrupted one's back up. There's a few over here. here. There's another guy here. I guess the shaman's bored and feels like it's helping me. I was going to buff him, but there we go. Didn't want to aggro that scorpion on accident. I think I'm okay where I'm at. So they have a corrupted scorpion on this side and a corrupted model boar on that side. Ouch. He critted me. There's some there. Give that guy thorns and give that guy that. We'll skin some of his kills as we head back to get some of those boars that I just got. Look at that. Raiden and Dorotar listening to lo-fi killing boars. What else could, how can you do much better than this, right? He's probably heading to town, but fuck it. Buff him. Get this guy too. Uh-oh. There's a sneeze. I'm allergic to buffing people. You see how I quickly get my mana back? That's why I'm not really too worried about carrying drinks and stuff. I don't really feel like it saves that much time. Now, like on a mage or something, you know, where I end up blowing through mana every pull, it does help. And plus, I can make my own water. So, but in this case, I don't really feel like it's that necessary. I think, yeah, I'd rather go fuck with these guys. I'll go ahead and eat my food and get that little buff. I think we'll finish off killing. We only need about another, 16 or so. Then we'll probably do our bear form quest at level 12. And I think we'll be good at that point. Do one more cast. Should have enough money for the next set of skills, I think. Trying to buff him, but he's running away. And he's killing my boars, so. And I do want to consider looking for a weapon upgrade too with my next level. Yeah, I figured there's one there too. I can kind of make my way around here. I mean, he's probably just heading to town, but whatever. Go grab some of these skins here. Or not. Okay. Jesus. Like the moment I was going to touch them, they just went away. They're giving me a lot of ruined leather scraps, though, so it's kind of not that great. Oh, and the level 10 doesn't level up to skinning. Interesting. Why did the ring cut out like that? Yeah, these aren't really giving me much. Yeah. Starting to become not worth it at that point. then you're skinning 3 just to get 1 light leather, which is worth 30 copper. I think I can skin on my my hunter too, so I shouldn't. So the only thing I'm really short on is herbs. I haven't really been doing that with anybody. I think I was going to do it with the priest and paladin, maybe. Forgot. My troll warlock, the hardcore one, was going to do herbs and alchemy. That's right. Is that worth it? Do I think I can grab that guy? Yeah, I'm gonna start making my way back to town. I'm only a couple of kills away from 12, so I can sell shit and go work on our bear form quest. Smacked him with my stick. I'll just stick with these. Ouch. Why you hurt me? One XP point away from level 12. Okay. There we go. That's the other thing is when I played retail WoW, when I achieved something like another level or whatever, it didn't mean dick. It really didn't. There was no feeling of like I'm stronger or better or anything, you know. But here I am. I'm like, all right, I'm going to hit 12 and I'm going to work on my bear form. You know, I'm going to get this next thing. I'm going to upgrade my character. I'm going to get stronger. You feel your character getting better and stronger with each level, with each thing that you do. The stuff actually matters. In retail, it don't mean dick. It really doesn't. Again, you can just be a low-life piece of shit and just face through everything, and it just doesn't matter. There's no sense of like you're really truly weak and you need to get stronger by upgrading this or upgrading that, you know. Just gonna try and buff him, but here we go. Now he's hiding. There. Start heading back to town here. I guess I'll give you thorns too. Just smack him while I head back. Okay, got another bag. Yeah, these guys aren't going to be worth it anymore at this point. Okay. Check that bank alt too, see if anything's sold, and give her that other bag. So she'll be good on that. Oh man. I don't know if it's going to be an Egg McMuffin morning or not. I think I'm going to be a little hungry. I don't know. Damn, we've been doing this for 2 hours? Really? Jesus. Let's go sell this shit. Dump all this garbage off on this unsuspected vendor. Poor vendor's just trying to take care of his family, and I'm sitting there selling him just garbage. He's like, "Would you buy what I got?" No, I ain't buying shit. I don't want. I guess I can hearth back, but I'll probably hearth back after I do the Thunderbluff stuff. Done this walk many, many times. Yeah, if he's working on that harpy quest, he's he's going to have a much easier time doing it now with my buffs. Ah, no. We lost Kill Jaden to a starving Dusk Pelt and Gilneas. It's a shame. So much death, it's so terrible. That person still has my buff from earlier. I'll refresh you. I can kill this guy and that guy. the skins are not really leveling up my skinning anymore, and yeah, let's move on with this. Let's get going. These guys are not really giving me much skinning. I'm gonna use the restroom real quick and sit under these tents to get some of that rested back up. I think right about there is right. Is that giving me one tent or two? It looks like it's doing all right. Okay, let's use the restroom and be right back. Oh, there's 3 tents. Did it just drop? Yeah, see, maybe I wasn't getting credit for this other one or something. It's definitely humid in my office. I can feel the difference because I went ahead and walked to my other bathroom, my master bedroom bathroom. My knee's been kind of acting up and kind of stiff, so I figured I'd walk a little bit, kind of let it unstiffen. Because just sitting here is not a big deal, but my knee is at an angle because I'm sitting. I have the same problem when I drive. It'll just kind of not be happy with me. So I figured I'd walk a little bit, and the rest of the house feels great, but in here it's definitely humid because I have that window open. We'll give this another minute or so, and then I'll head into put some stuff in the bank, trade that meat to the other guy in the bag, and then go to Thunder Bluff. Yeah, while I'm waiting, I'm going to log in the other account. Check the auction house. They haven't sold. I thought I grabbed the mail already. No, one more did sell. I had 3 up for auction, so I got 2 of them sold. So, okay, so far so good on that. Okay. So we're going to want to look into burning through some of that meat through people leveling people's cooking. Because I don't want it just to sit there and take up an entire bank and a couple of bags on alt. So give it a bag. It's weird why it did that. Okay, so we're good there. Okay. Could probably grab another dehumidifier. I got one in our bathroom, but if I like keeping the damn window open, I might grab another dehumidifier. Okay, good on that. Every time I go out front to catch like the Zeppelin to Thunder Bluff, I either don't ever see it, something's wrong, or I end up always coming back here to take the flight path anyway, so fuck it. Kind of surprised I'm actually playing this character, because when I did it just to do that challenge, I was like, yeah, this is going to take forever to do this one. I was like, I hardly doubt I'll spend much time on it. It'll just be, again, whenever I feel like screwing around, just killing some boars. And it's like, for whatever reason, I just feel like working on it. I can't really explain it. You know, sometimes you just get into a mode. Like, I'm not going to really get anything out of this. You know? You're just leveling up a character a different way. Like, I'm sure there's a title or whatever, I don't know. But I don't even care about that stuff. I'm just kind of doing it just to do it. To see how earlier, like, this is why I like kind of recording it and talking about it. It's like, I'm just out there just killing some boars, chilling out in the rain in Duratar, listening to some lo-fi. Like, that's, if you get it, you get it. You know? It's all about the atmosphere, the feel. It's that. There's so many games to play. There's so many things I could be doing with my time. And yet, there I am, in Duratar, in the rain, listening to lo-fi, killing some boars. I'm sure there's some study out there or somebody that's doing stuff like to do like surveys or whatever and trying to figure it out and go, why do people do this? You know, some people just like to just chill and kill, man. You know, you got your dungeon crawlers, you got your D&D people, you got all sorts of manners of people from different walks of life that have a million different reasons for whatever the hell they do. You know. Like, why did I spend so much time and effort and money, you know, organizing my Magic the Gathering, the cards? You know, I did that stuff for a couple months. You know, I still got stuff I haven't opened. Plenty of stuff I haven't opened. And I never really opened it for me. I liked sharing it with my kids and everybody. Let them open it. Let them enjoy. Hey, look at this card I got. You know, I got pictures of Rosie and Olivia pulling runed copper dragons that I didn't have. Both of them got one. I was like, girls, these are pretty big cards. and they enjoy it, and they don't even really know what's going on. They're like, man, look at this. I think that's cool as shit, and I like sharing it with them. We need to go to the Elder Rise. I would love for them all to play this game, and I would level characters with them. I think that'd be great. I know whenever I've played with like Olivia, she doesn't really do much. She just lets you bring her around while you kill stuff, and she's just like there. And Rosie doesn't really get it. Like, she's not too into the game. They both love Roblox, so I just, and I've played Roblox with them a little bit too. But I have a dungeon group in my house. We got 5 people. We can. Why don't I have the quest? I'm level 12. Damn, 8 silver. Jesus. Yeah, see, why would I be able to get enraged and I need my bear form? Am I missing something? Yeah, see, that was that quest I was talking about before, where it's like it wasn't even worth spending the leather on. But why am I not able to do the bear quest yet? Huh. I'm 6 copper short of getting everything. 16 silver plus that's 18. No, I got it. I can do them all. Did I miss something? I must have clicked that thing on accident and missed the regrowth. I wasn't really paying attention. So then go there, I'll do that. That's rank 2. That's rank 2. We're good there. Got some bear form shit that I don't have. So I really didn't need to spend the money on those yet until I get my bear form. I don't understand why I don't. I thought that quest was level 12. Because these have been silver since like level 10. Like, something's not right. I should be able to do that bear form quest. I'm not sure what's going on. Looks like cat form is level 20. I swear the bear form's 12. Dire bear's 40, but I'm not seeing anything about the actual bear form. And why the hell am I yawning? Bear form at level 10. At level 10, visit your trainer and start the quest chain for bear form. So let me see if anybody says anything. There may be something on the Discord or maybe something with Turtle Wow that's different that I don't understand. It looks like it's saying it starts in Mulgore, outside Thunderbluff. Let me go run down there. Hard for me to tell. I don't see anything, but let me just run down there anyways. Better than just sitting here twiddling my thumbs. Because I want the bear form, because it's going to be easier to kill. I don't want to keep constantly doing wrath. I could upgrade my weapon and armor, and I'll kill easier in bear form. I don't think I'll make that. I'm going to be real close to not making this one. I got it. I think Mulgore has some kind of a breadcrumb style quest to go talk to the trainer in the bluff. Yeah. So it's the heeding the call. So let's see if this is the case, which is kind of lame, but it is what it is. I mean, it does make sense, because if you were a tauren druid, you'd be out here questing anyways, and then you have your druid trainer in Bloodhoof Village that would lead you to the Thunderbluff druid trainer. I fucked up because my cursor's fucking up again. There it is. I see it. Heeding the call. It is there. Yep. So it looks like you have to have that quest in order to start the actual bear form quest. It is what it is. Surprised nobody responded back about my question, but maybe they didn't see it. I don't know. I didn't ask it in world chat. World chat, I probably would have got a response, maybe. I wonder how long these graves stay. It's like a week until the next reset or something, maybe. Or if it's just daily, I don't know. Because those are the graves of hardcore players. Hey, somebody's going over there to do the quest. Wait! Wait! Can you fit through there? Guess you can. Oh, I know what he did. He teleported again. I was like, what is he doing? Is he hearthing or something? No, he's just teleporting again to be right in front of that person instead of walking back. Because it doesn't cost you nothing. It's just mana. Yeah. I thought you had to defeat the bear spirit, but maybe that's the cat form quest. You have to do something. Alright. I can either hearth back to Orgrimmar and fly, or just look at this flight path here. I think it's down here in the Classic. Because they had moved it over here later on, and I think after Cataclysm they moved it. It's been a while since I've been to Moonglade, so I'm trying to remember. I think they moved it here. What's the other way? They moved it down there after Cataclysm. Forgot how long this flight path is. Probably would have been quicker to just hearth and then take the flight path in Ogremore. If I stretch out my legs, it hurts my ass. If I sit normally, it messes up my knee. And this chair's old, but it's been great. Like, some of the stuff is starting to flake on it. I mean, the fucking chair is what? We bought these when we moved in, so 8 years old. Or 7, probably 7. I think we definitely got our money's worth out of these things. They've been pretty good. I would buy them again. See if I fan on low in front of the windows a little bit better. Yeah, it's like 70 degrees outside. Oh, I'm sorry, 68. Oh, it's going to dip into the 50s on Tuesday. Oh, no, I'm sorry, Sunday. That should be a nice, crisp night. After this quest, we get the Luna Claw quest, and that's on the border of Mulgore and Barrens. I probably would have had a little bit of trouble with Luna Claw at level 10, so I think now it's going to be fine. Because again, my gear is not amazing. I don't have an awesome staff or anything. But I don't have the flight path for that camp up there. Toro. So I'm going to have to hoof it. Yeah, tauren joke. That looks like that's a mistake. To just jump down. I was probably better off doing that right there. Sure why I think I'm able to get there from here. Maybe they put an elevator here. Let me see. I don't see nothing. I think I can handle this right here. Yeah, that was fine. Just follow the arrow. Right up that hill is where we gotta go. It sucks. Come all the way out here on hardcore just to die, trying to get your bear form. That sucks, man. Okay. Got a few buffs. I'm gonna root, and then I got my war stomp as well to try and keep some distance. Oh, that's some bitch shit. You see that? It did the triple hit. Just making sure I didn't screw anything up. Yeah, that fucker did that triple hit crap. That this is a problem in vanilla and classic. You see how it reflected nature damage? So every time Luna Claw hit me, my thorns reflected it back a little bit. So I definitely saw 3 on my screen, 3 different hits all in a row, back to back to back, that quick. I wonder if that's what those hardcore players ended up dealing with. Did I have this flight path somehow? It didn't show that I was just getting it. That's weird. Otherwise, I could have flown out there. I didn't know I could have. I guess I already had it. I don't know how. I wouldn't have grabbed it on this character. Unless this character walked all the way up to Orgrimmar, which is possible. That might have been what I did. It doesn't show that. Maybe that's maybe what I did. I don't remember doing it. It's funny. I might have had that flight path. I could have just fucking flown out there. Oh, well. Alright, that's done. I'll bring the hearth back. Build-A-Bear. Cute. That out of the way. I don't know if I'm going to have another leather worker. At that point, it might be worth it to hold on to some scraps to have them build that up. I guess I'll learn this. I'm gonna, I think I'm gonna end it here and take a break. Check on the other account. Check the auctions. Yeah, this guy's at a good spot now.